This is like, bro, this is like a crash out year, bro. It's a crash out year for me. As a Benfica fan, it's a crash out year, bro. Like, I want to come to this video and just scream at the top of my lungs, bro, and just yell at the top of my lungs because it's a crash out, and I want to crash out, and then y'all going to clip it. You're going to clip me crashing out. But no, we're going to start with another conversation because I don't want to talk about Benfica getting absolutely destroyed against Newcastle. I mean, we're going to talk about it, but we got to talk about you guys. Yeah, I said it. We got to talk about you guys. Yeah. I'm here today to call you out. I'm going to call out every single Barca fan right now. I have to. Not every single Barca fan, but a few Barca fans. First of all, I want to just go ahead and put this out there, and I want you guys to listen to me very carefully. We're here to talk about Champions League, and we're going to talk about Champions League. Arsenal annihilate Atletico Madrid. Newcastle annihilate Benfica. PSG annihilate Bayer Leverkusen. The list goes on. But I want to start with Barcelona. But before I start with Barcelona, I want to start with Real Madrid. So I start getting blown up on social media. And I start getting blown up, and everybody's hitting me up and kind of saying, hey, Skills, why are you not talking about the Real Madrid game and corruption and talk about this red card? And I reply to people and say, what do you want me to say about that boring game? Do you guys really want me to come here and talk and make a 10-minute video about the game that we watched of Real Madrid, even the Barca game from La Liga last weekend? Like, bro, could we really have a 10-minute conversation about how trash both those games were? The games were not exciting. So there's nothing to say. Now, let's talk about this rage bait from Vinicius Jr. that ends up being a red card. And you're probably saying, Skills, why are you bringing that up? Because everyone is blowing me up, right, to talk about that red card. Blow me up today about the red card in the Barca game. Let's go, Barca fans. Blow me up today. Because this red card in the Barca game today, the second yellow, is the stupidest second yellow I've ever seen in football. It's the dumbest. First of all, if someone throws an elbow, yellow card. If someone throws their hand back like this, yellow card. I understand it. They're swinging it back. But when the hand is up in the air and comes down like that, bro, there's no way he knows he's going to connect with that hand. It's football soft. And today, I don't want to talk about this Barca one, but I'm proving a point that there's no point of talking about this sorry refereeing week in and week out, because guess what, bro? It's not corruption. It's trash refereeing. It's trash refereeing, bro. The same thing happened in La Liga, Real Madrid, now happens in the Champions League in favor of Barcelona. So if we're going to consistently make videos on this and we're going to consistently talk about it, then guess what? There's corruption for Barcelona and Real Madrid. And every single Saturday, every single Sunday, every single Tuesday and Wednesday, I am going to sit up here and make another video about some stupid corruption that's happening. And that's the facts. And listen, bro, because I don't make a video does not mean that, oh, boom, 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 I either didn't watch the game or there's just nothing to talk about. And right now, lads, there's a lot of games I'm missing. I explain on my main channel. I'll explain to you guys really quickly. I'll keep it very brief. I don't want to go into too much. I'm fine. I'm completely cool. But on my arm right now, I don't know if you guys can see it. I have it covered up. I have something on because I have a line called a pick line going in my arm, and it goes up here and it goes to my heart and down here. And every day I take an IV to fight an infection that I've had for like 8 months. So I have to do an IV treatment. So your boy hasn't really been able to watch as much football as normal because my schedule all over the place. When I take it, I kind of get tired. I fall asleep. So my schedule, and I'm up with the baby at night. So I haven't been able to watch as much football as I like to. So that's the reason why you're not seeing as many football videos from me. That's the reason why, because I don't get to watch every game. And when you watch just highlights, it's very, very hard to pull up and have a conversation about something that you really didn't watch well. So that's why you haven't seen as much from me, and I do apologize for. This is in for 6 weeks. This is going to be the end of week 2. I think I started about 2 weeks ago. So I've been dealing with it for 8 months, 9 months, but this, like the treatment of actually finally getting better, has been for things. So it's kind of been a little bit nerve wracking. You obviously have something going through your vein to your heart. You're scared, you're nervous, a lot going through my head, but I'm good. I promise you, this is to help. This is not bad. This is helping. This is finally getting what needs to be out. So this is a good thing, y'all. But yeah, it's in there. Like I said, it's hard for y'all to see, but let's get back to talking about football. If you want to see it, it's in my main video. And whenever I wear a short sleeve shirt, you'll see the wrap covering it. But yeah, anyways, so That's the reason I didn't make a video on Real Madrid. First of all, I didn't watch it like that. Second of all, I saw all the clips. I saw it all happening. I just think it's really soft. But there's no point of making a video every single day about corruption, because the next game following, we're going to see the same thing. This yellow card today in the Olympiacos Barcelona game is a very, very soft second yellow card, lads. It's soft, man. I don't even know if it is a yellow card. If I'm being truly honest with you, being truly real with you, I just don't think it's a second yellow card. So that's why I didn't make a video on it. Let's jump to other games real quick. Let's talk about important things about Liverpool. About Barcelona, things that matter. FERMIN Lopez. I think Lopez is the most underrated player this season. I think nobody's speaking enough about this kid. I think this kid has been really, 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 really good for Barcelona when they've needed him the most. They've had so many different injuries, from Lamine Yamal to Rafinha, and I think that he's been a very, very bright spot in Barcelona's season. So I think if there's anything to talk about him, I think is important to talk about, because if you look at even what he's done in La Liga this year, he played 5 games, already has 2 goals. And in the Champions League, he's played 2 games and has 3 goals. By the way, last year in 11 games in the Champions, he had 4 contributions. So he already has 3 in just 2 games this year. And in La Liga, he already has 2 goals. And all of last year, he had 11 contributions in the entire season. And this year, he already has 2 and 5. So it's just one of those things where I think that Lopez has been extremely underrated. I think the guy is having a very, very, very nice season. And I think he's another bright spot for Barcelona. I think more people should talk about him because he's performed at such a good level. Still only 22 years young. It's funny, right? Because we live in a time, and this is like probably gonna come off to you guys a little bit weird, but we live in a time where we believe at 22, 23 years old, a player should be absolutely cooking. But if you go back to like 2010, 11, 12, those years, bro, players didn't really come on till later. At 22 years old, you were kind of just finding your feet in football. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you'll see a player at 18, 19 years old. They're asking for a trade of whatever academy they came out of. They want to get transferred. They want to get to a team where they're starting. And a lot of times at 19, 20, 21, you feel like you deserve to be a starter already in the football that we live in. But a lot of times, that's not how it worked. But back in the day, that's not how it worked. At 21 years old, you were trying to find a way into a team. And nowadays, at 19 years old, you feel like you deserve to be starting. So it's a very, very different mindset when it comes to football and the way football is seen. But at 22 years old, I think this guy still has such a bright future in his career, man. I don't know if it's going to be at Barcelona. I hope it's at Barcelona because I think he's a phenomenal player. But he is somebody to really talk about, man, because he's very, very talented. And I think this guy could start at 80% of the teams in European football, man. I think the guy is super, 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 super talented, super good. And I think he's been, like I said, a real big bright spark. Also, to speak on Marcus Rashford, I mean, the talent's always been there. We always knew the talent was going to be there. I didn't think he was a great fit for Barcelona because of the fact that they had Lamine Yamal and Rafinha already. That's kind of proved me wrong at the moment because those guys can't stay healthy, and because one of them's always missing time, Marcus Rashford is getting a lot of playing time, and he's taking advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? He bagged 2 goals today. Lamine Yamal got 1 from the penalty spot, and then my boy Torres dropped a hat trick, right? And he dropped the most important goal, which was the first goal. So again, this game completely changed after the red card, which I don't really think it's a red card, but they gave it. So it just is the way it is with refereeing this year, bro. It's so dang soft. But end of the day, massive win for Barcelona, pretty much cruising through the group stages at this point. Like we talked about it, though. We thought this would happen with a lot of these teams. Barcelona's now on 6 points. Obviously, they still have that loss, but they're in good shape to be able to get out. Who's really, really impressive right now is PSG, man. I just they're the team to beat, and they continuously be the team to beat. The team has freaking 9 points, 3 games, 3 wins, 13 goals, and 3 against. PSG is just on a level, lads. That's so incredible. Again, Bayer Leverkusen did get a red card, but to win 7-2 is absolutely crazy. Carvadona scored, Nuno Mendes scored, freaking Dembele scored, Vitinha scored. Like, what am I seeing, bro? Absolutely incredible, man. This team is just so hard to beat. They're so incredible. Bayer Leverkusen get destroyed, and now we have to talk about Benfica, bro. Come on. It's a crash out season, man. Like I said in the beginning, bro, I just want to crash out every time I watch this team play, man. They suck, bro. I don't understand what Mourinho's doing at Benfica. I don't understand the players that we bought. I got Rio's shirt back there because I was so excited when we bought him. I haven't seen nothing from him. I haven't seen nothing from any other signings that we brought in. We brought in like a bunch of signings, and they've all been weak. They've all been not good. Did it started really well, but now he's kind of just slowed up as well. The whole team is butt. It's butt. It's hard to watch, bro. It's not. It's tough, man. It's so tough. On the 25th, we have our president elections, and I hope Rui Costa loses. A lot of people want Rui Costa to win. I want him to lose. And the reason I want him to lose is because I can sit here and tell you 15 bad signings that we've made and probably tell you 5 good ones that we've made. This team is not well put together. This team is not well organized. This team is trash. We go through managers like I go through my shorts. It's just not good, man. It's not. It's a bad team. It's a bad team. It's a bad roster. It's a badly put together. We deserve to lose today. We played well for 10 minutes. We just deserve to get smacked. And honestly, lads, I hate to say this, man, because I'm a true Benfiquista, man. I'm a true Benfiquista. But I truly believe that this has to happen because we cannot go through another 4 years of Rui Costa. We have to move on from him, bro. We have to go in a different direction and see whatever. I don't know the presidents that are out there if they're going to be better, but all you can do is hope that they know how to organize a better sporting plan, because the way this sporting director puts this team together is just not good, bro. We just don't sign good players. We just don't play good. We're out of the Champions League. There's no question about that. We're out of the Champions League. We are completely out of the Champions League. And honestly, it's what Benfica needs, man. If I'm being honest with you, they're just so bad, and they need to be humbled. They need to be put in their place, and hopefully somehow we could find a way to bounce back next season. But this season's a mess, bro. From the beginning to the end, there's nothing bright about this season. Newcastle destroyed us, deserved to get destroyed. And yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Arsenal, they win 4-0. And Gyökeres bags 2, so the noise about Gyökeres will chill out for the next week. One of my friends hit me up and said, "Hey, Skills, man, Arsenal cooking, boom, boom." And I was like, "Do you trust them?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Do you think they'll win the league?" And he said, "Yeah." I don't trust this team. I don't trust this team. I don't trust them, and I don't know if they can win the league. I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they're the ones that win the league this year. I really hope they prove me wrong. I think it's about time Arteta got himself a league title, right? I hope they can get it. But at the end of the day, I don't trust this team. But I don't think any of us should trust this team because Arteta hasn't shown us that we should trust him. So if they win the league, we're all going to turn around and say we trust them. But do I think it's impressive beating Atletico Madrid 4-0? No, I do not think it's impressive beating Atletico Madrid 4-0 because I don't think Atletico Madrid is the Atletico Madrid that we're used to knowing and used to seeing. I think this Atletico Madrid is Atletico Madrid that honestly, in my opinion, should move on from Simeone. I think it's been too long of Simeone. I think Simeone, I've been saying this in La Liga videos. I think Simeone's time has come and gone at this team. I think that he should move on and go somewhere else. They consistently stay with him, which is fine, but I don't think this is a great Atletico Madrid. So to 4-0 Atletico Madrid, is it impressive? It's dope because Atletico Madrid is a big team, but at the end of the day, I don't think this is a good Atletico Madrid. With that being said, I'm not trying to say it like I'm downplaying Arsenal. I just don't trust them. I'm not saying they're a bad team. I'm not saying they're a great team. To be honest with you, I haven't watched enough of Arsenal to be able to be like, oh yeah, but I just personally think you need to earn my trust because over the last few years, I've wanted to trust you and I thought you were going to do it and you've lost it. And I don't have no trust in them, right? I have zero. It's like this Benfica team right now. I don't trust them. I watch them, but I don't trust them. I don't get excited for them because I know what's going to happen at the end of the day. And it's kind of the same thing with this Arsenal team. Like, you got to prove something to me, bro. Like, I've seen more negative things online about Arsenal and Gyökeres and stuff than I've seen positive things. And that's weird. When you're having a decent season like they're having and there's still so much negative stuff being said online, it's kind of crazy because they're having a good season, right? They're winning in the Champions League. They're winning in the Premier League. So, again, at the end of the day, they're cooking everywhere, but there's still like this cloud. And I think it's because all of us don't trust them. Unless you're an Arsenal fan, you trust them. If you're not an Arsenal fan, bro, you don't really trust this team because of how it's been lately. If I'm being honest with you, as crazy as this sounds, how bad Liverpool, I still think Liverpool can win the league more than Arsenal can. And this is probably going to come back and bite me in the butt at the end of the year, but I think Liverpool still have a better chance than Arsenal. I know this has not been a great start to the season for them. I know that 1,000%, but there's a lot of big games left. There's a lot of season left, and I think they have a really good roster. So I personally think that a lot can change from now until just January, right? From now until January, I think a lot could change. So let's see who's in first place in the Premier League come January, and then we'll be like, oh snap, you know what? Maybe we should start trusting. Because again, bro, I still believe in Liverpool. With the signings they made, the team they've made, I think it's taking a while for it to gel together, but I think at some point it's gonna gel, and I think they'll bounce back. I think. And again, you can never count on Man City. So, anyways, Champions League was fun today. Not for me. For you guys, it was fun. For me, it was not fun. For me, I don't want to watch football. But we're here for it. You know, you got to be here for the good and the bad, man. And unfortunately, Benfica sucks, but I watched every second of it. Tomorrow, we got Real Madrid versus Juve, which should be a great one. Big game right there. The old lady taking on Real Madrid. Also, Ajax versus Chelsea, which is a really nice game as well. So a couple good games tomorrow, man. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry I don't talk about football as much as I usually drop in videos all the time, but like I said, I got a lot going on right now, so I do apologize to y'all, man. I love you guys so much. Appreciate you guys being a part of my life. Appreciate everything you guys do for me. And again, just work with me, man. Be a little bit patient. I promise you guys, I'm doing good. But I gotta make sure I put the health first. You know what I mean? So I love you guys, man. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Booyah, baby. We out of here.